Garrison, ask your question.
Grandma Jake, were you born before the planes were invented? Hello?
I think Grandma's tired.
You think I'm tired, do you?
Yeah. What was the answer, Dad?
I just got my belly full, I guess. And
What was your answer?
Her answer is that planes were invented before she was born. By about 20
How about
years.
cars?
Cars were around when she was born. No nuclear bombs. No space shuttles. No computers. I know, no
TV?
computer.
Is a TV a giant computer?
TV might have been invented by the time you were born, but TV wasn't in the house.
Me? I know TV was invented when I was born.
And she was born. Radio was big when she was a kid. Record players, maybe. There were records, but yeah.
Was there telegraphs or were they kicked out with
They were telegraphs. There were telegraphs. She got telegraph. There were telephones. Did you have a telephone in your house?
telephone.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here.
Did you have a telephone in your house
When you were young.
in 1923?
Oh, no.
Do you remember your first phone number?
Land, no.
How'd you call home, though? If you wanted to call home in Nebo.
Well, you had to call the operator and give her the number that you wanted.
How'd you call the operator?
If the folks' number was 2152, well, you'd say 5152, please, and she'd ring them.
How'd you call the operator? Garrison wants to know that one.
And the telephone would ring. Their ring was 2 shorts and a long. And your phone would go ping, ping, ping. And that was 2 shorts and a long.
Well, why would it do that?
Bing.
Well, it called out on the line. It would,
Oh, it's a party line.
and the operator would ring it from the office. They had every town had a telephone office. And there was somebody on duty all the time at that office. And all these lines come into the office. And you had a switchboard. And they knew just what switch to push for whose ever number it was.
So you get all these different like ringtones that was just the neighbor down the road. They had 1 long and 2 short or something, and you just ignored it.
Yeah, if you was on the farmer's line, you could ring it yourself. You had a ringer on your box.
Yeah.
And you would, if I wanted to call 2 shorts and 1 long, I'd say, you'd ring it a little bit for the 2 shorts, and then for the long, you'd ring it a long time.
Oh, you had to do the same kind of signal when you went to the operator?
Yeah. If you was on the same line, you didn't have to call the operator. You could call it yourself.
Okay.
On the folks line, when they went to dial, they probably was 10 people on that line. And here's another thing. If you'd hear a call going through, and if you wanted to eavesdrop on it, you could listen to their conversation.
But you never would do that, right?
No.
No. Well,
Marietta's mother, my Aunt Mildred, she was the world's worst to listen.
entertainment for her, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Just listen
yeah.
and see. Well, she knew exactly what the gossip was because she
But
was.
see, here's what happened. If, say, 3 or 4 would listen on that line, it made it harder for you to hear the person that was calling you.
Look out of the way, big guy.
And Dad has said, I've heard him say on the phone, Mildred, get off the line while I talk. he knew she was a listener. Especially if somebody called Mom and Dad. She'd always go and listen to see who it was and what they wanted. She was nosy.